some folks in here first. First and foremost, as a thumbnail sees, or I'm gonna be filming these on Sunday. Yeah, I got a couple different rigs over here I want to show you all. One of them I'm really fucking excited about. I don't know who is doing this, but I'm gonna start doing it because I think it looks really good in the water. Other than this double rig I was talking about, see where it's got the two hooks here. See how it's like they're pretty hidden. You can't see them. Like this one is just a standard big ass treble hook with the weight on the bottom of it. You'll see that weight? There's like a weight right there. It just kind of just shoves in there. It's one of those weights that you just stick in there and from Z-Man. But what I did was on these, I pinched these, I pinched those together a little bit. I took a pair of needle nose and I pinched these two hooks together so they're more upright versus like spread out like that. They're more like that. Can you see that? See how they're more like this versus like spread out like that? I pinched them together with a pair of needle nose. I think that'll add up to a little bit better hook ratio. On top of the fact that the hook is in the front. I like that a lot more than it being in the back. But anyway, it's one. It's one rig. We had somebody in here, but they left. I don't know why. But anyway. I can't imagine why. All right, this is like the second one I'm going to go with. I'm going to put this on my ultralight rod. I don't think this is going to sink, so I may have to weight it a little bit. I did the same thing where I pinched together these two hooks. And I like that feather there. That feather makes it look like a little spider, you know? It looks more like a spider with the feather than it does without the feather. So that's why I added it. But what I did was, like I said, I pinched these two hooks together with a pair of needle nose. Yeah, it's a fishing bait. But I'll definitely have to use a weight with these because I don't think this hook is heavy enough to weight it down and make it sink. So I'll have to weight it. I'm probably going to put a pegged, like a 16th ounce weight right here. I'm from Kentucky. Or I'm thinking about doing this. Taking a split shot on this back hook that I put the bait on and just smashing a little split shot right there. I'm thinking about doing that too, where it'll fall this way down with the points up, with the 2 points up, because that's the way you want it to fall. That's one of them I will do. And then this one right here, I'm really more excited about than anything is a weedless jig head. This jig head is a Bitsy flip from Strike King, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with the Bitsy flip as it is. I really believe in these urchin baits as a jig skirt. Last time I went to the lake that I'm going to on Sunday, I caught a fish on just this jig, not this jig, but a jig head with the skirt on it, with no trailer on it whatsoever, none. But I am going to put a trailer on this. But I'm just saying that I'm going to be flipping this around in the grass patches and whatnot. So between the spider and your boy here with the double hook. If y'all watch my video, I got two hooks here. They're through the top, out the side, and then I got a snap. Can y'all see that snap? This is going to rapidly increase your hookup ratio, and it's weedless. It's got the wire here that goes on the hooks, so it's weedless. I mean, it's not completely weedless, but it's a hell of a lot less weedless than it would be. And these are the bigger ones. And then let me throwing this around too. This is just a straight treble hook, a 3/0 treble hook, with a bigger coconut. And what I did was I took these and I pinched them together again. Like I took a pair of needle nose. You gotta need some big needle nose to do this because it's like I said, a 3/0 hook. And pinch them together. Please let me see the first one. Talking about that one. It looks like a spider. This is a feathered treble. Are you talking about that one? This is a Berkeley Fusion feathered treble, if you're wondering. I'm hoping that because if you throw this, the second one too. Okay, well, this is the first one. This is going to be it's going to be more of a top water deal, but I'm probably going to end up adding weight to it. I think it looks just like a little spider going across the top. Anyway, the second one. This is the one I'm more excited about. This is the weedless jig head. This is the jig head. If you go buy a Bitsy flip, cut that 6-7 shit out, dude. That's the easiest way to get banned out of here, dude. I'm not about that. But anyway, this is a Bitsy flip from Strike King. They're like $3. If you want to get some really cheap jig heads, go to Tackle Warehouse. The Boss Pipsqueak. Yeah, the Boss Pipsqueak jig heads. You get like 4 of them for $6 or $7. But I was in a pinch and I bought these and I took the skirts off of it and I put urchin bait on these. I am gonna fish this with a trailer. It will be a Z-Man product because it's elastomer, PTE, whatever you want to call it. And I'll tell y'all something right now. You can use regular plastisol with these baits while you're fishing them. But okay, you're done, Caitlin. I fucking told you. Let's see where you at. Put user in timeout. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna use a Z-Man product. What I'm saying is, you can still use plastisol with these as long as whenever you get done with them, as long as they're wet, they won't melt together. But when you get done with them, take the bait off, and you won't like melt it all together like you're not supposed to mix them. But that bad boy right there is probably gonna get bit. I guarantee it. Guarantee it's gonna get bit. We're going to Lake Jericho on Sunday. If you go to my videos, there's a Lake Jericho one where I fished with a bait just like this, and I caught a nice fish. The bass down there are not supposedly big, but I found one in a grass patch that I said she was in, and I flipped it in there, and she bit it, and I caught her. So that's the way that works. And whoever that was that kept saying 6-7, there was like 14 other messages that got deleted too automatically. Yeah, so don't do that. I greatly appreciate it. But anyway, that's the lineup we're going with. Like I said, This is gonna be my ultralight, and then we're gonna have this. We're gonna throw it around too. Between this one and these two, these three are probably going to be the main ones that I'm just going to cover a bunch of water with. And then if I find a piece of cover that I need to throw something in, I'll probably go to this bad boy and flip it in there because I feel like this is going to get bit a lot. I'll bet you I'll catch more fish on this than I will the other two. I'll be willing to put my paycheck on it. And it's not much. I mean, this thing sits up like nice. Oh, I can't. Flipped over. But it sits up perfectly whenever you lay it on the table. And it's like, it sits just like that. And that crawfish, that Z-Man crawfish, that little bitty TRD, it's gonna sit right there. I'm gonna show you a little something. I can't do it today because I don't have it with me. But if you put some braid around this little area right here, like braid, like a little ball, put some super glue on it, and it doesn't have to be a big ball. It's just like a little ball. And inside your TRD uh, crawl or whatever you use, as long as it's elastic and you slide it up on there and hold it there for a second, it will stay. It will be there forever. Like you'll have to like really like peel it off. It'll be there for a while. But yeah, this summit right here is gonna be money. And I'm surprised there's not a lot of pros talking about this because this is like a compact little morsel. The hook shank is short. It's a small little package, and with that little trailer, it's gonna be only be like that big, so it's not gonna be like huge or anything. It's just gonna be a because I love jig fishing anyway, and that's just I'm really excited about that one. I promise you all that's gonna be. I'm really excited about that. I mean, I'm excited about all these, but I think that that one's probably going to get me more bites, and I think this one right here is probably going to get the second most bites. Is this one that has the feathered treble in it? That looks like an actual spider. I tell you what, though, black and blue would look phenom in this. I've got some black and blue ones, but they're really small, and I'll probably got to downsize the hook a little bit if I'm gonna throw them. And I don't have any feathered trebles that are that small, so yeah. But anyway, the you think that would catch anything? I think so. I mean, it looks just like a spider. Here, let's turn her upside down. See where the feathers are like that, where it's going through the water. If that was on top of the water, would you buy it? Would you bite it? I think you would. Big ones live in. Yeah. And then this is kind of a standard covering water kind of a thing. You know, we're not going to get too fancy with things. We got a big ass treble in here, weight, and you know, we're gonna toss it around. We're gonna have it. We're gonna have it going. I do want to see which has the better bite like catch ratio. This one with the double hooks. See the two hooks there, or this one with the one hook, but it's just a big ass treble. I don't know. No, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna have them all on a rod, so we're gonna find out together. Know what I'm saying? Gonna bend that bill there a little bit there, sir. See what's going on. But yeah, that's from. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Lake Jericho. It's not really that big of a deal. It's like a little hole in the wall kind of a lake. It's got a lot of bank access. The I can't really show it right now because I'm on live. Otherwise I would, but that right side bank is all getting blown from Friday or Thursday all the way up till Sunday. So that whole bank that I can walk up and down is getting wind blown to death. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk all the way up to the dam. Actually, I'm going to drive. I'm going to like walk, fish, walk, drive all the way up to the dam. And then I'm probably going to come back and do the same thing all over because the wind's supposed to switch and start blowing directly down, which is kind of in my favor, but kind of not. I'll have to maneuver a little bit, but I think we're going to catch. I bet you we'll catch at least 15. That's just my guess. At least 15. Since we got some folks here, y'all seen that? We're going to be throwing this bad boy and we're going to get bid on that on the most. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. It's a urchin bait used as a jig skirt. Oh, yeah. Y'all got any questions, please ask. I'll be more than happy to answer them. I'm not like a urchin bait expert or anything, but I've fished these things long enough to realize the power of them. And they just work. They do. I don't even care. This is it without the jig head. This is the Bitsy flip, by the way. You see the weight on the Bitsy flip. You're basically like going directly in the middle of it. You're going like directly in the middle of this bait. And coming out. And you're just pushing it up on this thing, on this, it's really all you're doing. Pushing up just like that. That's how you doing. Maybe straighten them out a little bit. Got some tweeners in there. Yep. And with that trailer, it's gonna be great. I'm tearing on that Z-Man. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And then that bad boy right there. Yeah, yeah. I put the weight right here because I want the hooks to be flat. You see the hooks? There's two of them there. One right here, right there. I want them to be flat when it's sinking like this, and it's gonna kind of add to the rate of fall a little bit because it provides a little bit of drag. It's not gonna be crazy, but it's gonna add a little bit. The and they're weedless hooks, by the way. I don't know if y'all saw that. It's got the wars on there, so it's pretty weedless. Yeah, and then like I said, we got your boy here, your standard urchin bait with a big ass treble hook in it. Nothing crazy. And we're throwing him around too. I have a feeling we're gonna catch a few on this one because I put the weight in it to sink with the hooks like this up, where it sinks like that, where the hooks are up here. I don't want the hooks to do this. I don't want it to sink like that. The hooks are down here because that's where all the snags and stuff are. There is a hook down there, but it's kind of protected from these tentacles here. But anyway, like I said, I got the hook, the weight right there where I want it to sink like that, and then I want it to be just like that. See what I mean? There's a reason. I mean, you could put it on the bottom and it goes and sinks, but I feel like the bass can see that if it's like this, because they're gonna be coming from up and underneath of it. If it's going like this and sinking like that, they're just gonna see all this. They're not gonna see the hooks and stuff. That's why I put it on the bottom, so it will look a little bit more natural than it normally would. And again, I took a pair of pliers and pinched those together. I pinched those together a little bit so it gets a little bit more bite. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. That's really all I got. I just wanted to show y'all some stuff that I'll be throwing Sunday. You know, nothing crazy. Now we have 0 people in here. Awesome. What's up, y'all? Got any questions? Any questions about urchin baits? Urchin baits? Questions? I'm no expert, but I've thrown these long enough to know the power of them, and I'm telling you right now, they are a powerful, powerful bait. Okay, fine, whatever. Nobody wants to be in here. But anyway, I want it to fall like that. Where the hooks are like that. It's not gonna miss. If you was wondering how I rigged this, I have a video called the 2 hook rigging for this. If you go watch that, I'll show you exactly how I rigged that. I did reposition the weight. I will say that. I repositioned it that way so it will fall with the hooks out that way versus that way, or that way. I'm sorry, down. Yeah. In my head, it seemed like it makes sense. But like I said, I've got 4 different rigs here, and we're gonna fish them all. I mainly I mainly want to see if this rig or this rig gets a bit more. I want to see if the treble hook works better than the rig that I come up with, the double weedless rig. That's really what I want to see. But I still think the other 2 are probably going to get a bit more because they're a smaller package. And one's going to be like top water-ish oriented, and the other one's going to be bottom oriented because it's on a jig head. It's on a half-ounce jig head. So we're going to find out. And I'm looking forward to it. Lake Jericho. If anybody's fished Lake Jericho, can you leave a comment down below? If you have not, it's fine. Well, anyway, I just want to get on here real quick and let you all know that's what we got going on Sunday. The I'm probably gonna go live on Sunday, maybe. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But anyway, if my phone and camera cooperate, I'll go live on Sunday. If not, then I won't. But usually they fight each other. So, but anyway, I'll see you all in the water.